Good afternoon, bachcho. I hope you all have been doing well. Welcome to this day 4. As I already mentioned that on 15th of April, I will be back once again at 4 p.m. So welcome to this physics class. My name is Avinav Banerjee and I will be helping you out in solving certain questions of physics. But before that, we need to know how to solve those problems by the means of calculus. Yes, good evening, good afternoon everyone. I hope I am audible to everyone. If yes, give a thumbs up. Yes, hello. So today there is going to be an interesting topic, and trust me that this topic is going to be used everywhere in the upcoming curriculum of physics for JEE Main and Advanced. That's maxima and minima. That's the application part of differentiation, whatever we have learned so far. I hope that you all have solved the homework problem. Okay, so let's get started with maxima minima. So if you know maxima minima, then you can solve questions in physics which are going to be based upon finding out the maximum value of velocity. Let's say this type of phrases are going to be associated with the sentence. Maximum value of acceleration, maximum value of current, electric field, minimum value of magnetic field. So these phrases, whenever you are going to be getting in the question, you can apply this technique, the technique which I am about to mention right now. So I am writing down the name of the topic for today. That's maxima and minima. So what is maxima and minima? From the term itself, everyone is able to find out. Maxima means maximum value and minima means minimum value. So let's try to know the graphical representation of it. So I would like to mention that it's nothing but application of differentiation. Now what is it? Once again I would like to plot a graph in between y and x. Yes, hello everyone. Once again. Y is being plotted with x. Y versus x I am trying to plot. So now if I am able to find out an arbitrary curve, let's say the curve seems out to be like this. So we are going to be discussing about graphs after the completion of integration. So I believe that all of you are already aware about plotting of basic graphs, isn't it? So now, if you are able to see that there are certain points, if you are able to see that this is a point and this is a point. This is a point where you can expect the maximum value of the function, and at this point I can expect a minimum value of the function. So obviously there is a term I would like to say. That is, we have already understood differentiation. What is the physical representation of dy by dx? Now let me tell you that dy by dx is denotes the slope of the graph. dy by dx will be denoting the slope of the graph. And I believe that all of you are already aware with this term named as slope. Isn't it? So now if I am going to say that this dy by dx is nothing but tan of theta, if you can recall, in coordinate geometry you people are already aware with this context, y2 minus y1 to that of x2 minus x1. So same thing is going to be applicable for all the graphs, whatever we are going to be plotting it over here. Definitely, just try to focus here. I am about to start maxima and minima. So now if I am going to say that for finding out the maxima and minima, so you can see that at this points, this is how I can draw the tangent, isn't it? This is how I can draw the tangent. This is what, everyone? The tangent I am trying to draw at those 2 points. So what is slope in other words? Slope is the tangent drawn to a curve. So you can see that at these 2 points, the slope is proving out to be 0. So I can say that in order to find out maximum minima, you need to find out the first derivative and then equate it with 0. So I can say the condition to find out maximum minima is going to be the first thing which you need to write it down, that is dy by dx has to be equal to 0. If it is velocity time graph, I will be saying dv by dt is equal to 0. If it is displacement time graph, I will be saying dx by dt is going to be 0. What are we going to get? We are going to be getting this certain points over here. I would like to mention about those points later on. But now, how to determine whether the function is going to be associated with a maximum value or a minimum value. So what needs to be done? You can note it down that if d2y by dx2. So now we are trying to find out the second derivative over here. So if I am going to say that d2y by dx2 is going to be greater than 0, then I can say we are going to be getting a minima. And if d2y by dx2 is proving out to be less than 0, we are going to be getting a maxima in short. So what is d2y by dx2? I have already used this term for a couple of times in the previous lecture sessions, if you can recall. So this d2y by dx2 is known as the second derivative. d2y by dx2 is nothing but d by dx of dy by dx. This denotes the second derivative. So now let's try to find out with some examples, some questions. Definitely I would be initiating solving those questions, and then you all can give a try it on your own, isn't it? So now I hope it's clear, right? Over there you can see that at these 2 points, I would like to write it down once again, that at these 2 points dy by dx will prove out to be equivalent to 0. So now what sort of questions are going to be asked in this context, isn't it? So let's try to find it out, everyone. So now this is a question. Find, you can read the question first of all. It's being given as find maximum or minimum values of the functions. So there are list of functions. We are having lots and lots of questions. And definitely, first of all, I will be showing you how to find out maxima and minima. Anyways, these topics are a part of mathematics. This will be taught in Mathematics JEE Advanced and JEE Main curriculum by your maths sir for sure. But before that, we physics teachers are the one to step forward to teach you with these techniques, because this will be used in most of the problems, the sophisticated problems, whatever you are going to be getting in the curriculum of JEE Main and Advanced. So now let's try to find it out. So you can see this is a function, everyone, where y is varying with respect to x. I can say y is a function of x is 25x square plus 5 minus of 10 of x. Okay. So now what needs to be done? The first thing which you need to do is you need to differentiate this with respect to x, then what are you going to be getting? D by dx of 25x square plus 5 minus of 10x. Can you people solve this? Please do mention me the answer in the chat box. Those who have been attending the previous 3 lecture sessions, they know how to differentiate. Okay? Yes, keep on posting the answers. I need the answers from you all. Okay, 50x minus 10, 50x minus, everyone needs to be providing the answer. Even if you are aware about the answer, even if your friend over there is mentioning the comment, I need everyone to participate in this session with me and try to solve this question. Definitely it's correct itself. It's nothing but d by dx of 25 of x square. You know how to solve. Plus d by dx of 5. Those who are new to this session, they can observe how I am about to perform this differentiation. So d by dx of 25 of x square. 25 is constant, will be coming outside. D by dx of x square. D by dx of 5 will be, what is going to be d by dx of 5, everyone? Keep on saying, keep on saying, keep on writing down the answer. D by dx of 5. 5 is what? It's a constant. Yes, 0. Exactly, Akshat, you are right. It's going to be 0. It's a constant. Minus of 10, d by dx of, it's going out to be d by dx of 10, isn't it? Of x. So what is going to be d by dx of x? 1. Once again, what do we have to do? For those who are new to this, we are using d by dx of x to the power n is equals to n into x to the power n minus 1, which I mentioned in the very first lecture session of mine, if you can recall. Exactly, it's going to be 1. It's going to be 1. That's correct. So, and what is going to be d by dx of x square? What is going to be d by dx of x square? Please do mention in the chat box. 2x, yes, exactly, correct. So this is going to be equivalent to 2 of x. So 25 multiplied by 2x minus of 10. So I will be getting it as 50x minus 10. So I am getting dy by dx is going to be 50x minus of 10. Great. Now what needs to be done? I hope it's clear. 50x minus of 10. I will be getting it over here, isn't it? So now what needs to be done? We need to equate dy by dx with 0, isn't it? So I will write it down over there that equating dy by dx with 0. This is the first step. The first step which you are going to be taking to find out maxima and minima. So equate dy by dx with 0. What I will be getting? 50x minus of 10 is going to be equal to 0. That means, solve it everyone. What I will be getting? The value of x. Please do mention the value of x. Yes, 1 by 5. 1 by 5. 1 by 5. Yes, correct. It's going to be 1 by 5. Absolutely correct. So now I got a value which is 1 by 5. So I will be putting this value. I will be using this value later on. But first of all, let's try to know whether this function is associated with a maxima or a minima. So what I will be doing, see, that's why you can see, you can read the question over here, it's being given, find maximum or minimum value. Over there, a term or is being used, isn't it? So now what needs to be done? So now we can try to find out the second derivative, everyone. We need to find out the second derivative. That means we need to differentiate it with respect to x once again. Which function do we have to differentiate? We have already obtained the first derivative. Over here, if you are able to see, I have already obtained the first derivative. Isn't it? So now what needs to be done? You just need to differentiate d by dx of this term, which is 50x minus of 10. So what do you think will be d by dx of 50x minus of 10? I need the answer over there. I need the answer over there, everyone. 50, very good. Half century. There comes half century, isn't it? So it's going to be 50. So 50 is greater than 0 or less than 0. 50 is greater than 0 or less than 0. Please do mention over there in the chat box. Greater than 0 or less than 0, everyone. Greater than 0, isn't it? 50 is greater than 0. So what did I say over here? I said that if d2y by dx2 is greater than 0, I will be getting a minima. What I am going to be getting? A minima over here. That means now it's verified that I will be getting a minima for this function. This function will be having only a minima. So now how to find out the value of minima? What needs to be done? So now you need to take this value of x, which is equal to 1 by 5, and put it over there in the main function. What I am trying to do is y of x, see everyone, y of x is being given as 25 of x square plus 5 minus of 10x. What did I say? You need to put y as 1 by 5. Put x is equivalent to 1 by 5 over here. Then what I will be getting? 25 into 1 by 5 whole square plus 5 minus of 10 into 1 by 5. Tell me the answer, everyone. Solve it and say, what are you going to get? 2? I don't think so. Think about it. Solve this, everyone. What I will be getting? So 25 into 1 by 5 square will be giving you 1 by 25 itself, plus 5 minus of 2. So it gets cancelled out. It's going to be 5. 1 plus 5 minus of 2. That is 6 minus of 2. That is 4. So that means, hope everyone is getting 4. If yes, do mention in the chat box that everyone's getting 4 over here. So that means this function is having a minima. So this function which we are investigating has a minima at x is equals to 1 by 5 and the minimum value is 4. So that's how you need to write it down. So there are two things. At which point the minima or maxima will exist and what is the minimum or the maximum value. So there are two aspects. You need to find it out properly. Okay, clear everyone? If yes, then we are going to be proceeding towards the upcoming question. If yes, give a thumbs up. Yes, okay. Fine, fine. Keep on giving thumbs up, everyone. Okay, great, 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 great. So let's try to solve another question. Let's see that whether you all have been able to understand this question or not. Because trust me, this is a very important technique and you should never be forgetting this technique throughout your entire life. If you are really serious about becoming an engineer, a mathematician or a physicist, then definitely you should be learning these methods for sure. Okay, everyone? Okay, yes. Mr. Nothing, what happened? I will be explaining once again with another question. Okay? Let's try to solve another question. जिसको इसको समझ में नहीं आया, they can focus over here in the upcoming question. This is a question, everyone, on the screen. Y is equivalent to 9 minus x minus of 3 whole square. Okay? So now once again we are supposed to find out the maxima or minima. So what needs to be done? Those who are already aware with differentiation, they can differentiate. Start differentiating, everyone. So first of all, what needs to be done? This is a function dy by dx. Find out dy by dx means d by dx of x minus of 3 whole square. Then what I will be getting? D by dx of y minus of, okay, the entire function needs to be written. Nine is also there, x minus of 3 whole square. So what is going to be d by dx of this? Write down the answer in the chat box. Write down the answer in the chat box, everyone. Everyone knows how to differentiate this? Okay. Some of them are giving me the correct answer to this question. So what needs to be done over here? Once again, we need to differentiate this, isn't it? So what I'm going to do is d by dx of 9 minus of x minus 3 whole square means d by dx of 9, right, minus of d by dx of x minus 3 whole square. So d by dx of 9 is going to be what, everyone? What is d by dx of 9? It's a constant, isn't it? Write down the answer. D by dx of 9. D by dx of 9. Yes, 0, 0, 0. Yes, it has to be 0, isn't it? So it is going to be equivalent to 0. So now we are left behind with the differentiation of x minus of 3 whole square. What needs to be done? What do you think will be d by dx of x minus 3 whole square? What is going to be the d by dx of x minus 3 whole square? What do you think? Okay, so once again we need to apply chain rule over here, isn't it? What needs to be done, everyone? We need to apply a chain rule, the one which I mentioned. So it is going to be equivalent to, you treat this to be a single function, isn't it? So it's going to be 2 into x minus of 3 into d by dx of x minus 3, which is going to be 1 itself. This is going to be equivalent to 1, isn't it? So as a result, I will be getting over here as minus of 2 x minus of 3. This is going to be the value. I hope everyone's getting this. Minus of 2 into x minus of 3 with the brackets. Did everyone get this? Jaydev, both maxima minima are only possible for cubic and trigonometric functions. For quadratic equations, there will be either one maxima or one minima. Okay? So now what I am going to do is, what we have to do, everyone? The next step is equating dy by dx with 0. Then what we need to do? If I solve this, this is going to be what? Minus 2x plus 6. Isn't it? It is going to become minus of 2x plus 6. Let's try to write it down over there in the equation. Minus of 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. Let's try to solve this. Minus 6. Minus minus gets cancelled out. X will be 3. Are you getting x as 3? Are you getting x as 3 or not, everyone? Solve the value of x. Okay, great. X is coming out to be 3. It's a linear equation in one variable. Okay. So now what needs to be done? We obtained dy by dx, equated it with 0. Those who did not understand the previous question, try to focus here. First thing is finding out dy by dx, then equating it with 0. Finding out the value of x. That means at this value, this function on my back will be either having the maximum or the minimum value. So now let's try to check whether this function is associated with a maxima or a minima, isn't it? So now what needs to be done? d2y by dx2 needs to be found, isn't it? That is d by dx of, what is the function? This function itself needs to be differentiated, isn't it? It's going to be d by dx of minus of 2x plus 6. What I will be getting? What's the answer, everyone? D by dx of minus of 2x plus 6. What I will be getting? Write down the answer, right? Okay, fine. Maxima, 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 they are saying that's correct itself. But you will be getting this as -2. -2 is less than 0. Then what did I mention the condition over here? Let's go back. I already mentioned that if d2y by dx2 is less than 0, I will be getting a maxima, isn't it? So that's what is required to be done over here. Since it is less than 0, I can profoundly say that it's having a maxima. Now the nature of this function is known. Now what needs to be done? We need to put this value into the original function and check. We already checked it, right? Now we need to find out the maximum value of this function. So what needs to be done? Let's try to write down the value. Put down the value, everyone. Every one of you can think about checking along with me. Y as a function of x was being given over here as 9 minus of x minus of 3 whole square, isn't it? So y, you need to put the value over here, which is x is equal to 3. This value needs to be put, isn't it? Put the value. That is y at 3 is going to be 9 minus of 3 minus 3 whole square. This will become 0. So what is the value? 9. मिल रहा है सबको 9? Are you getting 9, everyone? If yes, now write down the statement. That means I can say over here that this function has a maximum value of 9 at x is equals to 3. Isn't it? I hope the statement whatever I wrote is satisfying. It's satisfying you guys in this aspect. If yes, mention it over there in the chat box. I'm following you up, guys. I'm following you up for sure. Okay, fine, great. So I'm getting this as 9. So this is how you can find out maxima or minima. Now let's try to check whether you are able to solve another question or not. Okay. Great. Let's try to solve another question, everyone. This is your question. I give you 1 minute to solve. Let's see how many amongst you will be giving me the answer correctly. Once again, we are having y versus x. Same type of question is there. Certain values are being changed. Previously it was 9 minus x minus 3 whole square. Now we are having 5 minus of x minus 1 whole square. So what are you going to be getting? Okay, Krishna Nayak, I will explain it once again with this example. I hope it will do. Okay? Okay, fine. So let's try to find it out. What we need to do? Differentiate this. First of all, the first step involved will be the differentiation, isn't it? dy by dx. So let's try to find out d by dx of 5 minus of x minus 1 whole square. Okay? Tell me the answer. Mention me the answer in the chat box. क्या होगा answer? Okay, they are saying maxima. We'll try to find it out. So this is going to be written as d by dx of 5 minus of d by dx of x minus 1 whole square. So what is going to be d by dx of 5? It's a constant. Write it down over there. What is d by dx of 5, everyone? d by dx of 5. 5 is what, everyone? A constant. It has to be 0. It has to be 0, isn't it? So write it down over there. D by dx of 5 is going to be 0. Now we are left behind with this. Once again, we need to apply chain rule, isn't it? So what is going to be d by dx of x minus 1 whole square? Treat this to be a function just like x. So d by dx of x square is 2x. So it has to be written as 2x minus of 1 into d by dx of x minus of 1. So this is going to be 1 itself, isn't it? This will become unity. So as a result, I will be getting d by dx as minus of 2 brackets x minus of 1. I hope you all are getting this. I hope you guys are getting this. dy by dx is minus of 2 into x minus of 1. Yes or no, everyone? I hope you all are getting this. So now what needs to be done? Equate this with first step. Equating the first derivative with 0. So it's going to be minus of 2x minus of 1 will be 0. So if I solve this, this is going to be minus of 2x plus 2 is equal to 0, isn't it? Minus of 2x will be minus of 2. So x will be 1. So for this function, the maximum or the minimum will be existing at that point which I found, which is x is equal to 1, is going to be of equal importance, isn't it? I hope everyone might have obtained this value as x is equals to 1, isn't it? Did you get x is equals to 1? Okay, fine. So now the next thing is finding out the second derivative, isn't it? To check whether this function is associated with a maxima or minima. d2y by dx2, which is nothing but d by dx. We have already obtained the first derivative over here, isn't it? So that is d by dx of minus of this one, which is minus of 2x plus 2. What I will be getting? Tell me, everyone, what do you think it's going to be? Write down in the chat box. Write it down in the chat box, everyone. Yes, minus 2. So this is minus of 2. So minus 2 is less than 0. So what nature can we expect? Is it a maxima or minima? Is it a maxima or a minima, everyone? Write it down in the chat box. Yes, correct. Because d2y by dx2 is less than 0. It is a maxima. So now let's try to find out the maximum value of this function. So what I have to do? We need to take this value of x as equivalent to 1 and put it over there in this function. So as a result, I can write down, since y of x was being given as 5 minus of x minus of 1 whole square, I have to put the value of y over here as 1. So it is going to be 5 minus of 1 minus 1 whole square, which is 5 minus 0. 5 is the maximum value. आया? आया कि नहीं बताओ भाई? Okay, not 6, it has to be 5. How minus 2? d by dx of minus 2x. We need to differentiate this. Minus 2 is constant, it will be coming outside. D by dx of x is 1 and d by dx of 2 is 0. That's how I'm getting it as minus of 2. Okay, which is less than 0, a negative integer, isn't it? Okay, so now I can write it down over there. So what's going to be the statement? Let's try to write down the statement. You also write down the statement, everyone. What sort of statement I am saying? What sort of statement I am saying over here? The statement which I am asking you to write it down, that is, this function has a maximum value of 5 at x is equals to 1. This is the statement. This is the statement, everyone, which I am asking you to write it down along with me. Okay? Clear, everyone? If yes, give a thumbs up. Mention, everyone. Keep on mentioning. Keep on mentioning. Okay, fine. So let's try to solve another problem. The next problem is going to be mentioned in your computer screen. This is the question. Can you solve this? What about this one? What about this one? What about this one? What do you think? Get the answer within 1 minute. Okay, fine, I am trying to solve this. So in this question it's being given that y is equal to 4x square minus of 4x plus 7. So what needs to be done? Find out d by dx first. D by dx of 4 of x square minus of 4x plus 7, isn't it? Give me the answer. चलिए करिए इसको. Give me the answer. Okay, fine. Okay, 8x minus 4. So those who don't know differentiation, please do pay attention. I think so some of you were still pondering how did I obtain minus 2 in over here after differentiating d by dx of minus of 2x plus 2. Focus over here what we have to do. So this is going to be minus of dx, d by dx of 4x plus d by dx of 7. So over here 4 is constant, isn't it? 4 is going to be acting as a constant. So this is going to be d by dx of x square minus of 4 d by dx of x, and d by dx of 7 is 0. So as a result of that, what I will be getting? We are going to be getting it as d by dx of x square. Once again what we are doing? We are using d by dx of x to the power n, which is equivalent to n into x to the power of n minus of 1, isn't it? So we can write it down it as 2x, d by dx of x is 1, so 4 into 1. So it is going to be 8x minus of 4. It is going to be 8x minus of 4, isn't it? So now what needs to be done? So I think so some of you asked that question that what is going to be the second derivative? Second derivative if it proves out to be equivalent to 0, isn't it? So it will be happening for cubic functions and trigonometric functions. We'll try to find it out in the upcoming days. So now as a result of that, what needs to be done? We need to equate dy by dx with 0, isn't it? So it's going to be d by dx of 8x minus of 4 means we have already differentiated it. So we can write down 8x minus of 4 is going to be equivalent to 0, isn't it? 8x minus of 4 is going to be equal to 0. What I will be getting? X is going to be 4 by 8, which is 1 by 2. So we are obtaining x is equals to half. So this value needs to be put in the original function. But before that, we need to check whether this function is associated with a maxima or a minima. So what needs to be done? Perform d2y by dx2. That means d by dx, the step which I was writing it down previously, 8x minus of 4, which is going to be what? What do you think will be d by dx of 8x minus of 4? I am asking you to write down this. Give me the answer to this 8x minus of 4 d by dx. What I will be getting? It's 8. Absolutely right. So 8, what do you think? This 8 is greater than 0 or less than 0? Write down the chat box whether it's less than 0 or greater than 0, everyone. It is greater than 0, isn't it? So as a result, what I can expect? Minima, isn't it? As d2y by dx2 is greater than 0. We are going to be getting a minima. Okay. So now can you tell me the minimum value? Can you write down the minimum value over there in the chat box? Please do write down the minimum value. Try to solve this. Yes, correct. Yes, okay. Let's try to see. So that means what we have to do, we need to get this value, put this value over there in the main function. So I will write down the function over here, which is yx is being given as 4x square minus of 4x plus 7. So what I have to put? We need to put this value of x is equal to half, isn't it? So y at half is going to be 4 into half square minus of 4 into half plus 7, isn't it? So what I will be getting? This becomes 2 plus 7. So 1 minus of 2 plus 7. So what do you think? What's the value? Final value? बताइए सब. 6 or 5? So that is going to be, isn't it? 6 is the answer. I hope everyone got the value of it as 6. Okay, so let's try to write down the statement. So what is going to be the statement? The statement states that this function has a minimum value of 6 at x is equals to okay. Clear everyone? Clear everyone? Yes or no? If yes, give me a thumbs up. Keep on giving like buttons, everyone. Keep on liking this lecture as well. And don't forget to subscribe the Sri Chaitanya Educational Institution's YouTube channel. So I am explaining it from the starting once again, okay? First of all, differentiate it. Get the value of the first derivative. Equate it with 0. After equating it with 0, you will be getting some value of x, isn't it? Now you got a value where eitherly the maxima or minima will be existing for the function, isn't it? So now what needs to be done? We need to find out the second derivative in order to check whether we are having a maxima or a minima, isn't it? So now you need to put the, after getting the nature, if d2y by dx2 is greater than 0, it is going to be giving us a minima. If it is less than 0, it is going to be giving us a maxima. Put the value of it, put the value of x, whatever I have obtained after equating the first derivative with 0 in the main function and obtain the maximum value or minimum value depending on the situation, isn't it? So this course will be lasting till next month. So we are going to start integration from tomorrow. So that's it for today. Try to solve maxima minima questions. Okay, and I hope you have solved the homework questions. One of the homework questions I can say, if you can recall, I gave that ln of 1 by x, isn't it? What is going to be d by dx? This is what I said. याद आ रहा है, isn't it? तो क्या करना है? This can be written as, so you know that d by dx of ln x is 1 by x, isn't it? So you just need to write down the value. That means it's going to be 1 by x into d by dx of 1 by x. So as a result, I will be getting x into d by dx of 1 by x is minus of 1 by x square. So I will be getting in the end as minus of 1 by x. I hope you got it as minus of 1 by x. That was a homework question which I can recall, which I gave. Yaad aa raha hai? So this is what it needs to be done in this type of situations. Okay. So now in the upcoming days we can say, so these you can mark it as homework. So try to solve this cubic equation as your homework. It will be having both maxima and minima. So this will be having both maxima minima, everyone. Okay. So give a try at your home. There are 3 questions actually. This one you can try, but I will be asking you to solve this one as well. Once again, these trigonometric functions will be having both maxima and minima. So I believe that every one of you can think about solving this question as your homework. Okay. So thank you. So from tomorrow onwards, we will discuss about this homework questions. You can ask it from me. And definitely if you are really interested to learn these things, you can watch the previous recordings, the previous YouTube sessions which have been taken so far, where you are going to be finding differentiation which was being done initially. So tomorrow we are about to start integration. That's also one of the most difficult topics, They say that it's a difficult topic, but it's very easy, trust me. It's a very easy topic. Okay? And I will be back once again at 4 p.m. tomorrow. In order to solve integration. Previous question, this was the previous question. This one. So I am directly writing down the expression. This has to be 2 cosine of 2x minus 1 equated with 0. I will be getting cosine of 2x is equals to half. So this 2x can be written as, those who know trigonometric functions, inverse trigonometric functions, this has to be cos inverse of half. You need to equate x is going to be half of cos inverse of half. So you know that cos 60 is half, isn't it? So it is going to be half into pi by 3. So x is going to be equivalent to pi by 6. Now it will be having both maxima minima, then you need to put the value over there and check it. Okay. So these things, I believe that this inverse trigonometric functions will be done in maths right now. So that's why I didn't say. But those, if you're having doubts, you can come with me for inverse trigonometric functions. Okay. Anything else you want to ask, you can ask. Notes will be sent to the Telegram group, isn't it? Right, everyone? Okay, fine. Then meet you tomorrow with integration. I hope you will be enjoying integration as well. Because integration, they say that it's tough, but it's easy. Because each and every sections of physics, like finding out moment of inertia, center of mass, electric field for extended objects, magnetic field, even Bayes-Savage's law, all these things in rotation, finding out the torque equation for rigid body, you require integration. So that's why you need to know how to solve the basics of integration. Then only I believe that everything will be sorted out in the upcoming days. Okay, fine everyone. Then thank you very much for all the likes. Don't forget to like this session and you can share it as much as possible, because we are over here to enlighten you, isn't it? Thank you very much. Bye bye. Good night. Obviously, I won't be saying good night. Chemistry and math sessions are left. Okay, thank you very much.